in Georgia at the Trump rally, and a lot of people have a message for you, Governor Kemp. Roll tape.
Governor Kemp, you're a freaking loser. Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook.
Your governor could stop it very easily if he knew what the hell he was doing.
Governor Kemp, you better call a special session or we're gonna remove your...
I would say to Brian Kemp, what is wrong with you? If it wasn't for President Trump, you would be nothing. Nobody cares about you. We love President Trump. We love President Trump.
Do what we elected you to do. You represent the people.
Yeah, I have only 2 words. Step down.
If you don't stand up for our president and stand behind him when he stood behind you, you're gone. You're out. You gotta go. One term.
We supported you. You work for us. Get out here and stand with us. Why aren't you here today? Enough is enough.
I have loved meeting all of you guys out here today. The only way to make it possible for me to come out to these rallies and meet you is to support my work at patreon.com/CaitlinBennett. It brings you content, funds my security, and keeps me out here fighting the good fight on your guys' behalf. Patreon.com/CaitlinBennett. Thank you so much for supporting my work and funding my security. Do you have a message for Governor Kemp?
I got a message. Yeah. My brother, you keep trying to Ray Charles in the truth. But when y'all say y'all need evidence, you turn your way. You're cynical. You have all the evidence, but then you act like you don't see it when it's right there. You got it on video. What do you want them saying? Hey, these are fraudulent votes? I mean, do you need... Come on, guys. Governor Kemp, you're a freaking loser. And you're a Judas goat. A Judas goat is the one who lead... You lead the sheep to the slaughter. And you don't care about the people. If you're gonna try to let this fraud, if you're gonna let this fraud go, you're a Judas goat. I'm calling you a Judas goat.
That's right. Kemp.
Say it, that's right.
Kemp needs to go home and stay there and get out of government. He's a crook.
Kemp needs to stop smoking that hemp. That's what we need to say.
I like it. Do you have a message for Governor Kemp? Why he's not having the president's back when president had his back?
I just find it very upsetting because, like you said, the president had his back, and he said the other day, I regret putting my vote in for him or pushing him. What are you doing? You're making all the Republicans look bad. Like this gentleman stated, you see the fraud in front of you. It's there. You turn a blind eye. You keep on saying it's been debunked, and that's all you say. The liberals, they learn a couple words, and they all use the same words. Every week they got a couple words, and they all copy and paste the same words. Last week it was a projection. This week it's debunked. Next week, who knows what it's going to be. But all I know at the end of the day, it's going to be Trump 2020, January 20th. We're all going to be there. I'm sure you'll be there. You'll be there. And we're going to be celebrating Donald J. Trump as the next president for the next 4 glorious years.
Again, Ray Charles, I don't see what you're talking about. Dude, it's right there.
And you don't got to spend a dime.
Right there, bro. It's right there, man.
You don't got to spend a dime. It's there. It's there.
Dude, right. Right. If Stevie Wonder was walking in, he's like, hey, that's the evidence right there.
He can see that.
Come on, man.
I love your sidekick.
My
this
sidekick.
Is so funny.
I'm Lone Ranger the Tonto.
Yeah.
Do you have a message for him?
I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of people not looking deeper into things. I think everyone kind of just wants to glance over the surface of it, and that's why I'm here today. I want answers. I want those things to come, to fruition. I want people to see the truth, and I think a lot of people just, I don't know if they don't care, but they don't want to put in the effort to see it. And I think Kemp definitely follows that as well. I think he just kind of wants to get it over with and be done with it because he's not up for re-election for 2 more years.
But I think you're gonna remember this in 2 years, right? If he doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna know.
Hello, how are you? Thank you.
You got a message from Governor Kemp?
Yeah.
I'm from Georgia.
Okay, you got it.
I'm picked-toed from you out of Georgia. Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be re-elected, you crook.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you.
One of my liberal friends, they say, hey Doc, come on man, we finally replaced the racist president. Don't you think? I said, yeah, we did. We replaced his ass with Donald Trump.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
That's my sidekick.
Amen.
We are having our biggest sale of the entire year over at libertyhangout.tv. If you sign up right now, you can gain uncensored content from me, opinions that I can't share with you here on social media because I will be banned. We have behind the scenes footage and never before seen footage that we don't upload to the public. LibertyHangout.tv, biggest sale of the year. Do you have a message for your governor about how he's turning a blind eye to these irregularities? Is there something you want to say to him?
It's a disgrace. I mean, personally, I'm saddened that he would do something to that nature. I mean, after all, you know, President Trump did have his back and did help usher him into the position that he's in now when it was such a close race between him and Abrams. And now he wants to flip-flop and not have President Trump's back. It makes me think he's got bought out.
I was over at in front of his mansion a couple of weeks ago telling him to stop the steal. Governor Kemp, you need to bring the legislature together and get this stopped. We need this election turned over or have a new election. We know. I'm upset.
I think a lot of people are. There's a lot of irregularities, we'll say. That's a safe word.
For me.
Yeah, there's a lot of irregularities that it seems like even all media seems to ignore, and then people like you in these states with these irregularities are being, you guys are being kind of screwed over.
Yeah, we voted for Governor Kemp.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't do anything about this, he'll be a one-term governor. That's my message.
That's the message. That's the biggest message today. What is your message for Governor Kemp?
Governor Kemp, we supported you. We are asking you to come out and support our president and address the fraud and whatever has happened in this great state of Georgia. Again, he supported you, we supported you, and we are asking you to come out and stand up for our president and stop this steal now.
I'm not asking, I'm demanding.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask.
Do it now.
We're furious. We're outraged.
Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
You're stealing it. There's fraud. It's been proven by the videos. Enough is enough. We supported you. You worked for us. Get out here and stand with us. Why aren't you here today?
Yeah, that's a good. Is he gonna be speaking today?
No, he's not here. He's not here. Why aren't you here today with us?
That's a good point.
We're here for our president. Where are you? Where are all the other representatives?
Grow a spine. If you're not going to support the president now, you're going to lose your seat later. So, honestly, you got to look for your constituents.
You guys have anything else to add to that?
I do. I would say to Brian Kemp, what is wrong with you? If it wasn't for President Trump, you would be nothing. Nobody cares about you. We love President Trump.
Do you have a message that you would like to send to him?
I would say just listen to Linwood. That's going to be my message. Everybody's been crying out to him and trying to get to him, and he's not caving for the people, and it's pretty sad.
Well, let's talk about Linwood for a second, because that's another topic we wanted to talk about. You support him.
Yeah, 100%.
And do you agree with him that if Republicans are going to stand up and do anything about what's going on and all the evidence is being presented to them, they don't deserve our vote?
I think that everybody has to earn a vote, 100%. That's what I believe, and that's what Linwood's saying. He's saying never said don't vote for these people. He said they have to earn the vote, which is true, and that's why we're here.
There's a lot of people mad at him. You notice they're all never Trumpers that are mad at him, though.
Of course.
That's worth something there.
I would just like to tell him that he's a disappointment. He's a one-termer, and we like for people that take care of our president, and he did not. He did not step up, and so time to go, bud. Yeah. Time to go.
If you don't stand up for our president and stand behind him when he stood behind you, you're gone. You're out. You gotta go.
One term.
One term.
We just like to demand that these irregularities are investigated and that Trump has a second term. 4 more years.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have a message for Governor Kemp?
I just want to do his job.
Yes, we're holding the line here, and we're going to hold it for the Republicans, and we're not going to be backing down, and we're going to stand up for us.
Absolutely.
Listen to the people. Listen to the people, Governor.
Do you have a message for Governor Kemp?
Yeah, you need to call a special session, Governor Kemp, and you need to audit the vote. None of this counting fake votes, because when you count fake
fraudulent votes, it's the same as counting counterfeit money over and over and over again. You come up with the same numbers. You need to audit the signatures. We want signature audits. You need to call a special session, get off your butt, and do what we elected you to do. You represent the people. You work for us. We don't work for you, pal.
Will you vote for him again if he turns a blind eye, continues to do this?
No.
That's what I'm gathering here today. If you want to be reelected, do something, right?
Amen. Amen.
As one of the organizers of Stop the Steal rallies, what's your message to Governor Kemp?
I would say Governor Kemp, you better call a special session or we're going to remove your act. RemoveKemp.com, and we're building a volunteer army ready to recall him, impeach him, or primary him if we don't get a call for a special session. The people who are elected right now ought to correct the rules going forward, and not some new session right now.
Next Saturday, December 12th, Washington, D.C., there's a big rally. Go to StopTheSteal.us. StopTheSteal.us. We're going to show our representatives and congresspeople what really matters, where the people have a voice. StopTheSteal.us, big rally, DC, be there.
December 12th.
He needs to get some testicle, and he needs to be a real Republican and fight for America. This is the biggest fight for America right now. And if Governor Kemp doesn't have the backbone, the spine, the gonads to stop this Senate, the certification of these votes, he needs to step aside, because this is serious crap that's going on. And the Senate is in his hands right now. And President Trump won this state by a landslide. I'm coming from Chicago, that I know how the sausage is made, how the corruption started there in Chicago. Yeah. So I know, I predicted it. And the Republicans are not Republicans. No. They're spineless. They're just as bad as the bad Democrats, because they're both eating out of the same pot.
Well, I think they're a little bit worse because they're lying. They're trying to perceive us. They're trying.
What we need is for the elected, the people that we need the people that the people elected to start working for the people again, from a place of love and kindness. The people that were elected to represent we the people, they need to start doing the will of the people, which is a will of love and kindness, not terror, not burning of buildings. The people want love, and they want to be humanity. We want to hug again. We want to go to school again. We want to do everything again. I'm saying, you know what I mean? In general.
I don't care about love and unity with that side that's been trying to kill me for 4 years.
What I mean is, like, the majority of the people want that. The ones that don't, I mean.
Majority of the people are not Caitlin Bennett, so I guess.
And what about a strong message to William Barr?
That's a good one.
How much more does he have to look at to see that there is fraud? He will never see it if he's not looking for it.
I feel like the people that have been placed into office or that have been totally elected are erroneously elected at this time. So we have a sheriff that's incumbent for like 15 years. He should not be there anymore. We should have our own guy that's up there that has campaigned and has the support of many people. And I think 11,000 mail-in votes were there before, maybe 12,000, before the election day. And then on election day, the new sheriff, he had more votes than the other guy on the mail-in ballot. So I think there's something going on with that. And we're not even touching what's happening locally. And I feel like that should be an issue that is addressed, because all the way down to the local, we feel all of this suffocating socialistic government, and it needs to go away.
That's a good point. It doesn't just start at these big races that you see for governor. It goes down, and it goes down deep. And a lot of people don't want to talk about these little places that it's happening too. That's a good point.
The reason why they don't talk about it is because nothing happens to them. I was one of those couch sitters that just sat right down on it and just lived my life and said, whatever's going on, I don't really care. But when it happens to you personally, then you feel like the Rosa Parks at the back of the bus, or you feel like the George Floyd being suffocated, or whatever these people say. You start feeling like your rights are being extinguished, and that has to end.
What's your message to Governor Kemp?
I think it's very disappointing that he's not for really Georgia at all. There's been plenty of things that he's, like you said, turned a blind eye to. It's just kind of messed up. It's like he's almost been like sold out. I don't really know, but hopefully he can redeem himself. Maybe I'm not.
Well, how can he redeem himself?
Yeah, it's honestly there's nothing really you can do at that point. I'm not sure.
Ground zero's on Kemp right now, but there's a lot of people that are elected that aren't doing the will of the people. So it's not just one, it's many.
Your first time voting?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel knowing you probably voted for Biden?
Well, before I would vote for Biden, I would rather walk barefoot across the street right now, and I hate walking barefoot. This is the first time I voted here in America because I just recently became a citizen in June. And I do not believe that anybody, and not even Governor Kemp, has the right to take away my vote. I voted for President Trump because he's the best president ever. And I'm very much into politics. I know what I'm talking about. He has done so much for this country that nobody else has done before. And what's happening right now is stealing. They're stealing the votes. They're taking away our votes. And exactly what they're doing is they're thieves. And all of them need to be arrested right now.
Yes.
And they need to go to Gitmo, because that's the first place I would put them.
There we go. There you go. You're the first person to say exactly what I've been thinking.
Yes.
Do you have a message for Governor Kemp with him turning his blind eye to a lot of the irregularities going on?
I do. As a constituent of yours, you represent us. You're our government. We are asking you to audit, a signature audit of the ballots. There's too many firsthand situations that I'm aware of, too many questions. We will support whatever the outcome is as long as we know it's authentic. And
every illegal vote has been cast out.
Correct,
we're only
because every
counting legal
vote casts out a real vote.
Right.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah, I would agree. You want to add on to that?
Yeah, I have only 2 words: step down.
You don't even want him to try to fix it. He's shown his true colors. Get out of here.
Exactly right. It's done. It's over.
You think he's gonna win a second term after this?
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
No. Actions speak louder than words.
I would agree. So what's your message for Governor Kemp?
My message to Governor Kemp is to don't worry about hurting someone's feelings or getting on someone's bad side or your own re-election, but you need to do what is constitutional. And we put you in that office because we trusted you to stand up for us and to do what's right by the law that was written and that our country was founded on. That's what's most important.
Don't worry about hurt feelings. I don't. Yep. And I've turned out pretty good.
Yes, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks. Do the right thing. You're a Republican. You better be a Trump Republican. Trump backed you. Reciprocate it. You can do it. And now he's doing it. Now that we're seeing undeniable evidence, now he's going, okay, let's look into it now.
Right. Do you think that's good enough, or do you think he's deserving of a second term, or do you think he's kind of blown it already?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm from Oregon, but if I lived in Georgia, I don't know. This may not be enough because how late. If he was on it immediately, for sure. But we'll see if this is just his one-time nice good deed. If not, he's probably going to be voted out.
We are taking messages for Governor Kemp. We're going to tag him. We're going to have everybody send him this link. Do you have a message for him that you would like to share?
Enjoy your last term.
You're about to find your boyfriend. Y'all will get very close in that cell together, is all I have to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some jail time that you think about.
I'd say better double check all those wire transfers, before you get a little too lippy.
I hope you understand what that means. Do you have a message for Governor Kemp, who seems to not have President Trump's back right now with all the irregularities with the election? Do you want to tell him something?
Yes, stand up, stop the fraud, and recertify the election for President Trump.
Do you have a message for Governor Kemp, who seems to not really care about the irregularities surrounding this election? Do you have a message for him?
Check the signatures. Verify the signatures. If you verify the signatures, I think Trump's going to win big time.
Absolutely. If we cast out all the illegal votes,
That's right.
I don't know. If you want illegal votes to count, then you might be a Democrat. What about you? Got a messenger? Got a message? Why do I keep saying messenger? Give a message for Governor Kemp.
Pretty much the same thing, yeah. I mean, we don't want it to be illegal signatures, you know, for sure.
Isn't it amazing they have all these videos, all of these videos of people committing irregularities, and none of them have been arrested? Why is no one being arrested? Why is no one being investigated? They're not even being questioned.
That's the problem. I mean, if I would do the same, I would be in jail already, right away. I do something wrong, just a tiny little bit, and I go to jail. And these people, this is unconstitutional what they're doing. That's against the Constitution. This is against this country. This is against the American people. And it's destroying our elections and our country.
The left hasn't really cared much for the Constitution, and they work for China.
Yes,
so
exactly. And I did not come to this country to sit by and watch them destroying everything.
Absolutely.
I want to live here in peace and in harmony, and not by some politicians who are telling me how to live, what to think, what to do, and how to live my life.
You're fighting for this country. You're like the Esther. You're using your beauty to
Thanks,
fight for your nation. I like that.
That's why they hate me so much.